Nawara na may background noise.
Standing in these chains, the old dreams fade. truDeFi lights the way. We break out unafraid. No kings, no locks, just code in the crowd. Our speech is freedom, we say it out loud. Auction bids ignite as PLS flows and streams. P2X, double down, compounding those dreams. Decentralized power, no rug in this game. Legacies unlocked, we're changing the name. Censorship, corruption, rejected outright. truDeFi leads as we code in tonight. Meta bridges burn as the future unfolds. P2X is the pulse, truDeFi, pure gold. Code is speech, truDeFi defines. Unlock the pulse as the P2X climbs. No gatekeepers now, just freedom refined. Decentralized hope for all humankind. Crypto can gather hearts in the crowd. In this blockchain embrace, we say it proud. No more central rules, the path is clear. Privacy, autonomy, enshrined right here. From protocol flights, empires will rise. Auction yields mind, futures unmasked. No censorship now, just power to the people. truDeFi, P2X, making crypto equal. Transparent and true, integrity's call. Encrypted and trustless systems for all. Borders dissolve as the new world turns. Ideas become empires. Our hope forever burns. Code is speech, truDeFi defines.
And we are live. All right. Welcome to the second episode of Pulse Asian TV. I'm your host, MacB Crypto, and my co-host, and of course, the host of Pulse Asian TV. Asian on Pulse is not around, guys, since the guy is really busy networking in real life, right? In IRL. So, yeah, guys, for this evening, we'll be having TRU. Yeah, we'll be asking the guy, he's already in the green room, what is TRU? True? Like a true man, right? So I think from what I've heard, I was scanning through the website. It stands literally for transparency, responsibility, and utility. So this Pulse Asian TV is a platform, a social media platform, which we will be talking to all crypto guys from other blockchain, which we will put you front and center about your story in crypto, right? So what is your story? What's your how did you come into crypto? So we want to hear your story. So this Pulse Asian TV is not literal, is not for just Asian. We did coin the term, or yeah, kind of, it's not literally just an Asian. We just have that Asian put in there to represent the Pulsicans who are Asians, right? So that's why we have that Pulse Asian TV. And it was Asian on Pulse who made that, or coined that, or should I say named the social media that we have, Pulse Asian TV. So guys, watch till the end as we will be having our guest T Rider, right? Kuya T Rider. He's, by the way, here in the Philippines in LU, right? And you know the drill. Here in the Philippines, we have a lot of power failure. I'm so glad with the guy. He's a legend. He was saying like he was setting up all this generator. Oh man, I could feel the guy. Last week we just have all this power failure also, in which we don't have I don't have any power, and I was having this on private chat with Asian and the guest. I couldn't be there because I have a power failure. Literally, it was just blackout. Again, guys, if you'll be hearing some nature, right, the background of nature, you gotta love nature. You gotta hear, the cracks, or should I see, the frogs in the background. But anyway, the show must go on. I think definitely we have to. It's nice, I think, to have a new like a studio, right, in which on air, and you have a soundproofing, right? It would be awesome. Malay na to, in this bull market, we can do that. Anyway, guys, for everyone listening, again, welcome to another episode, the second episode. That's the second episode of Pulse Asian TV, in which we'll be having True DeFi, right? True DeFi. You can scan the QR code, guys. And by the way, please be very careful with scammers. And also, this is the you can scan the QR code here, in which you will be directed directly to their website. And having said that, let me put on some music in here. Again, guys, if you're gonna hear some background frogs and whatnot, the habal habal. If you're gonna hear all those things, you will know that is the man, not different. So, and let's have some chill music in here. If you have question chat, it is we'll be having the chat later. Again, guys, Pulse Asian TV was conceptualized by me in AsianOnPulse. Literally, he's the director of this one. So I'm just like the guy in the background helping things. Um, for things to happen, right? So basically, what we're doing is we're gonna reach out to people not just from the Pulse community, but outside of Pulse, crypto guys, trader guys, builders. Speaking of builders, right? Our guests for today are the builder type of people. They are building on Pulse chain, right? So basically, yung ating topic, let me do this, and let me put this one, guys. So for the everyone listening, our guest for today is that's T Rider. I would uh having him call him Kuya T Rider. Kuya means big brother in Filipino, right? So they're innovating, right? True DeFi is they are innovating an auction based yield services. So we have to ask the guys in which ano ba itong what is auction based yield services or utility services. You know me, I am a yield maxi guy. So I am for utilities, I am for services. We'll be having Kuya T Rider, and he is already in the green room. Again, guys, if you have question, you could put in on chat. We will be showing the chat if you have questions with regards to the team. Again, just a disclaimer: I'm not directly related to them. We don't have any like I'm not I let him talk about the project later on, but I am not directly related to them. I don't own any of their tokens, by the way. And it's quite interesting, by the way, with True DeFi, right? I was like saying, they'll just be making another token, which kind of have that over financialization of things, causing kind of delusion in the market, right? So, good thing with this project, they're offering utility services. I could be wrong with this one, but we will have him on the show, and he will be explaining to us what is true DeFi. And first, we'll be asking him. Let's have him on the stage. Wait lang, guys. So, good evening. Hey Kuya, we're live. Magandang gabi po.
Hi, good evening and good morning to the other side of the world.
Yeah,
Hello,
indeed.
good
Good
evening.
morning. Yeah, good evening. Good
Yes,
evening.
indeed.
Good morning. Wherever you are in the world, yes, indeed. Good evening. Kuya, oh man, as I was saying, it's such a pleasure and honor, man. I know you're not feeling well, right? I think you have a full blown cold, as you have messaged me, and you have a power failure there. As you can see, it's kind of dim in there, but we are here, man. I salute you, brother, for all the things that you have done for true decentralization. I appreciate you, brother. Really, literally, man.
we are happy that you are having us. And first of all, kuya, did you know it's also the same word in Arabic for brother,
Ah, really? I
not
didn't
for
know.
elder brother, but for brother directly.
Ah,
Yes,
brother. Ah,
yes, yes.
okay. For
Um,
Arabic.
hey, no problem. Everything is good so far. I see now lights in the background. It seems that the brownout is over. Anyway, we set up a bunch of generators over here because we just had
Great.
until this minute we had actually brownout.
Oh, great.
However,
However,
um,
however, indeed.
however, my name is Daniel. I'm basically more or less doxed as well. The community knows my YouTube channel, my personal channel, my history. um, Key writer that comes from earlier time, that was 5 years ago on Tron chain. There was a platform for different dApps, and there was a Tuken there. And so I'm as a passionate enduro motocross rider, and as a noob back then, what came closer than to call yourself a Tuken rider? But you know, over time we have to transition, and nowadays you can call me Daniel. Everyone should only I try to initiate the branding as Daniel.
All right, cool,
So
brother. Yeah, I understand. We're putting there featuring T Rider for easy for people to remember you, T Rider. But yeah, it's Daniel. All
yeah,
right,
yeah, yeah.
we got that, brother. But anyway, before going to the project, right? How did you come in the Philippines in the first place? Before telling your story about the crypto, how you get started. Why the first place you get into the Philippines? Is this the first country that you're in, or you've been hopping countries to countries and you fall in love with the country, right? Maybe you could share for the community before going into your story in how you got from riding into crypto, right? And with the Tron thing and all. And maybe later on we could also have on the topic, which is what is true DeFi, right? From the team.
Did you play that song? What was it audible? The song and the video. Did you play this as the intro?
Yeah, I did. We did have that one, brother, as
Mhm.
an intro teaser for Dano.
People might want to listen to this again because it is partially composed. Yes, by AI, it was helping us, but it was composed by self-written crypto manifesto with a song from some from a really appreciated member of truDeFi. Um, and it was basically a mix composition or a new lyrics, which speaks mainly of freedom and of liberation, of reinstating our rights, and to insist on our personal liberty, while of course maintaining ethos. And that all combined with the possibilities of the first principles in DeFi. So this is when you ask me why the Philippines. I used to live here a long time ago, like even in the 90s, for 2 years. I used to live in many countries for 2 years. And a couple of years ago, like 5, 6 years ago, I used to be in Austria, and I felt it is a time for a strategic relocation. And I wanted to take my last step because every time you change the countries, you're giving up friendships and acquaintances. So I didn't want to do this routine anymore. But the last and final step was a clear decision, coming to the Philippines and setting home base here because I love the country. I love the challenges we have every day with the brownout, with everything, because that makes you feel alive. You are freaking alive every day.
I feel you, man. I feel you, man. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it was a decision, a, a serious decision. It was a strategic relocation to move over to the Philippines, out to the Pacific, and to leave Asian or European mainland, basically. So the times, they show that my decision might have been right. The geopolitical landscape looks hmm, oh, a little bit wild right now, and I saw that to a certain degree. I saw it coming, and So that made me move to the Philippines. It took me quite a while until um, I met my wife. I was not chasing women over here. So this is the first thought that everyone has in the West. And no, nowadays I have a beautiful family, happy children, and happy wife, happy me. We're doing very well. I'm sitting here 50 meter next to the a beautiful beach, one of the famous surfer spots, even surfer 1 mile in the Philippines, in the world. And it's yeah, it feels like a blessing. I would do it again, coming over here. Um, in the same strategy, actually, why I came to the Philippines, I decided, why do I want to be in crypto? I used to be successful in the things I did before. Um, I'm a real estate economist. Um, I'm a project developer for real estates, for companies, for multiple kind of endeavors, and so I didn't have to leave those fields of business. I had a successful career as a real estate, not only there, but also as a direct selling company. I had branches in several countries, from Sweden to Morocco. So all that was fine and good, but I'm not married to neither of my businesses. What I'm married to is my principles, and finally I started um, in crypto in 2014, 15. Um, I couldn't avoid crypto anymore. You know, too often it came to me, and I always thought I know everything, and I tried to avoid it. But 2015, I couldn't avoid it anymore, and I suddenly had this moment of epiphany where I understood basically it can help to leave a mark in this world if I'm here for the code. Yes, I'm that guy. I'm that guy. I'm here for the code because we can make money everywhere if we are good, right? And so at least the earnings they can justify that we can stay in the field, and the earnings they can be extraordinary as well. But first of all, we can change the world to a degree where I don't see how I personally can change it elsewhere.
Did you may yeah, yes, indeed, I feel you, brother. I'm with you on that path in which we can really change, right? We have this mantra in crypto in which we say that, yeah, change the money, change the world, right? It is
Yeah,
easier said than done. It is easier said than done, but yet again, it is kind of the inflection point which we can really live this life and make a difference after this lifetime, right? So I am with you with that, with your background, having being a literally a successful businessman, should I say, right?
yeah,
and
yeah.
and I think I feel you that, yeah, living on the beach, what else can I do, right? So I'm kind of like have this moment personally with me. What can I do with all this money that I have? And yeah, what can I help to my fellow men, like what you're saying? So yeah, I think it's for us to leave difference, like for the next generation to come, to the kids and the kids after us, I mean the kids to your grandson, right? So I think I feel you on that one, and I think we are the same page on that one. And yeah, why is it easy for you to transition from being a business into real estate, an economist, going into crypto? Is that, or is this just an easy for you switch moving into crypto? Like, yeah, man, this is like a Thanos type for you. Yeah, yeah, this is it.
Mm-mm. Uh, I I ended actually the necktie business era before I joined crypto. Long before I joined crypto, I was successful, but there's so much more in the world, and I'm very very curious to find out how to also, you just said we want to leave a mark and we want to give something to our children and all of this. Yeah, that's fine, that's cool, but you have to have a certain maturity and age for that. Okay, you were just talking about your age. So actually in
We're
earlier
not.
years we don't care about this. We want to be a treasure hunter, we want to do some adventure, we want
Yeah,
to
indeed. You want
get.
to go surfing, right?
Yes,
You don't
yes.
care about having this motorcycle ride and having a back pain in your back, right?
Yes, exactly, exactly. So, along the way, I also accepted things or jobs, not jobs. Actually, the only job where I wasn't employed, where I was not self employed, that was during my era in the film industry, and I started really as a beginner there, as a driver. In fact, as a driver, uh, prop driver, and I made my way up to the how you call this in English, production designer, set decorator.
Oh,
Yes,
really?
yes,
I didn't
yes.
know that, man. I thought you
Yeah,
were. All right.
yeah.
We're talking about the Paramounts is it in the US or like the
No, in
Hollywood thing?
Austria, Austria.
Austria,
That
Austria.
Austria, the
Katie.
country where they don't have kangaroos. Okay, Austria, not Australia. Austria.
Yeah, Austria. In which KTM is there from there, right? Correct.
Yes, bingo.
Arnold
Yes,
Schwarzenegger, right?
exactly.
Yeah, I have a KTM by the way. I have a Juke by the way. Anyway, you were saying Austria.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So small country, but anyway, it was oh man, that was so much fun. I loved that job. I loved it because you're working with so many really, really good people together, and on a one-on-one basis, and I loved it. It was very hard to leave it. I also offered. I was a tour operator for guided enduro tours in Morocco through the Sahara. uh, I did it to fulfill my passion to ride with others, because when you're riding, usually you're illegal. In Europe, if you're riding enduro as it belongs, so you have to go off the road. And if you're going off the road, you're not, you cannot do this. In Europe, you're not allowed. So I did it in Africa. And eventually, we have to come to our senses and have to start the next chapter in life, the serious one. And this is where crypto came into on the horizon, and I said, okay, this is it. This is actually the opportunity. I don't know. Other generations didn't have it. They never had something with this groundbreaking change that where you can be involved, because the industry is so young. It is just so young, and it is young, and that also comes with a lot of scams and scammers. And as Richard Hart also once said, and he's not the only one who said it, because I say the same with the same um, energia. Actually, you have to outperform them. That's the most efficient way how to combat scams, and you have to catch up with the industry and provide more and more opportunities that make the ethical way the more practical path forward, right? However, that's all nice and easy said, but these are the things that drive us in our development. And I think we contributed with the first product, the inaugural product, True2X, pretty good to this ethic guideline of ours. And my partners on the board of truDeFi, we share that. They're pretty. I have high respect. Before I met them, I looked up to them as for their positions and or for their activities and qualifications they had. So we met on eye level, and we are very. We feel blessed that we have found each other, and we can. We have overlapping competencies, but we have large fields where everyone can actually cover a lot of ground to make the wheel round, actually, and that's a good thing. That's
Yeah,
the
man.
composition of the team.
Yeah, I think you're really a complete team, right? You have different things that you are putting on the table. You have different, you were saying different expertise that you are putting out there for the team.
Yep.
And speaking of team, right? So as I was having this background, I was just reading the over on the on the website. So we maybe we could ask, right, what is true DeFi, right? So as I was saying, true DeFi is like the team, and I think you guys have a utility. How do you call this one? Utility services, innovating and yield services, right? In which you have that protocol or product, a software protocol, and that is true to X. Maybe you could expound it one for our viewers who are listening. By the way, guys, we are live with our SOCMEDs in YouTube, in X, in Facebook. And yeah, you could like, share, and comment, guys. And maybe you could also ask our guest here, Daniel, Yeah, Kuya Daniel. Guys, Kuya in here in the Philippines is big brother. And I think in Arabic it's like your brother, right? But
Yeah,
anyway, as I was saying, guys, if you could like, share, and maybe we could reach more people. This platform is for to reach more other communities. We don't want to be siloed. We don't just want to have an echo chamber. We want to reach out, and with having this reaching out to other communities, especially we have a line incentive with EVMs, yeah, like the Ethereum virtual machines, we can come together as one community. You do understand that we are kind of tribal, right? So I
yeah,
think we should come together in for us to win, right? And I think they're doing these things, and they will be doing this in a multi-chain, right? So maybe you could expound that one for our viewers, Daniel, for them to understand, and they could ask later on chat. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
sure, sure. Allow me two things before I
Sure,
start.
brother. Sure, sure.
Um, First, everyone who watches right now on any of the mediums, MacB and I, we are acquainted for many years. So, and we are not affiliated directly, but we know each other for many years. And please support his channel. He's a genuine man. I know him. I respect him very much, and he was very long actually a number one admin also for Philippine Hex and Postchain. He is still there, Postchain admin, Philippine admin. So the most competent guy in the Philippines I ever heard of when it comes to Postchain or in general crypto. There might be some individuals, but I don't know them. He is the man. Okay, number one. Number two, whenever you hear about a ticker symbol, a contract address, a ticker symbol of truDeFi, True2x, P2x, it's not us. Okay, it must be a fake, or it must be someone who has a different product, but the chances are high it's not a product but a scam. Okay, so be really rest assured we don't have a coin or a token. All right, so truDeFi is a platform that releases different products over time that have to fulfill rigorous ethical standards. And it should not be another product of the same kind to the same market and inflating a market with a different color, a different logo, and the same boringness actually. So what we have is we have a few good builders, a few good products on different chains, on all chains. They are really cool people. They are real cool builders and real cool products, but not enough of everything. And what we have in crypto in general, and this is already talking about the product. Before we talk about the users, let's quickly talk about communities and tokens. What tokens or coins doesn't matter which one. What they don't have is, and this is where the economist comes into the game. Um, the definition of having intrinsic value, not market value, which is totally subjective and can be driven by idolization of the founder, for example. It can also, but the intrinsic value is measured actually by the expectation of future cash flow. So now the point is, tell me, if you are holding a Bitcoin in your wallet and you're not giving it out of your wallet, how many Bitcoins will you have? One Bitcoin this year. How many Bitcoins do you have next year? One Bitcoin, right? Yeah. So there is no way to define right now the actual value of any cryptocurrency out there. Not of one. There is not one cryptocurrency where you can say, and this, according to the definition of the economics, cryptocurrencies have intrinsic value. They don't. We love crypto. That's why we are here passionately. But we have to admit, we have to create that condition that a crypto holder can say, I have an asset that has a value. Not only market value, but intrinsic value, like stocks, You're holding a stock for, yeah, possibly for price appreciation, but mainly for the dividends that you're receiving every quarter, right? Or every now and then. And that's the same what we want to create for, or what we created for token communities and crypto founders, but also for the community members. So that means that partner communities, if a community leader or a founder says, you know what, I'm on the edge, I cannot grow anymore, I don't know how to grow anymore, I did everything in marketing, I built in staking, I built in taxation, I built in buy and burn and all these super features, but somehow I don't get more users. The market gets diluted day by day, so there's only that and that much economic capacity, but there are daily more and more tokens and coins and staking platforms and these and that. So how do you get holders? So probably everyone will hit a ceiling in saturation. This is the maximum they can get, besides a temporary hype. So any of them, be it a KOL, be it community leader, be it a founder, or just an influential user of that community, can come to us and say, listen, I want to apply for the partnership program for this token X Epsilon. And then we let's work together through the integration amplifier. This is our partner section that we have as on True2X. And then they get a particular URL or a particular ID, and we have to talk about a few things, what they want exactly, if we want to support the staked users or the liquid users, whatever they want. And then they will get in effect at the end, after they started working with us, they will receive every week a benefit. And the benefit is we are working with their premium allocations. We manage it and put it in an outer compound cycle. It gets more and more. But a part of that, what gets more, we are using weekly to market buy their token and inject it into a claim contract where every holder, doesn't matter, or regardless if they ever interacted with our platform or not, they will be able to claim in ratio to their holder share. So basically, the integration amplifier allows partner tokens that every token holder has a cash flow every single week where they can come to us and claim unconditionally. Did you ever hear about this?
Oh man, I never heard about it. Just to be quite honest, right? I never heard about it, so I'm kind of really interested in sharing this with the community who are listening right now. As yung nakuha ko kanina po, kuya, no, or what I have learned is, yeah, you will really hit a ceiling, right? You kind of like a kind of soaking of a, what do you call this? A kind of absorption of the, what do you call this, dishwashing something, right, so you could only soak as much, and yeah, it will be like the end of it, and can cause delusion on the things in which you will not hit a growth more than that, right? So
Well,
it's very unique. We're offering here the utility services, and yeah, me personally, it's my first time to hear. I know you have mentioned it before, but yeah, it's kind of hitting. I kind of have this aha moment for me right now as we speak. Yeah, indeed, definitely we have to do something for other communities in which we have an external yield. And I think you'll be explaining on this one later.
yeah, I mean, let me cycle back. Let me go back again and repeat this with other words, because I want everyone who listens, I want them to understand what is coming to Pulse Chain, not by us alone, but by those parties from outside of Pulse Chain we are attracting here. This partner program is not only for Pulse Chain tokens or anyone on Pulse Chain. This is for every EVM chain. This is for all SVM chains. This is for every single chain out there. Because the claim contract, we make it available on every single chain immediately. Which means you have a meme token on Solana. Did you ever check the transaction volume on Solana? Okay, yes, 80% is bots, 70, 90, we don't know, but it's a lot. However, they have transaction volume and they have users. Okay, so those users on Solana, they're a fan of a meme token, but the price goes down because people are selling. What do you do? What do you do? Really, what do you do? What can you do? Nothing. Except you create a perpetual intake circuit, a perpetual income for every holder, just for holding. And just for holding, this is a phrase which is used by all the taxation tokens, but this is basically cannibalism, because almost all, especially the less experienced developers of reflection tokens, they're cannibalizing their own LP. It's called swap and liquefy, because first you have to sell your own token in order to buy the other token, then you can basically distribute the other token to everyone. Credits to proof of no work. Okay, he wrote it down first. Okay. Anyway, that is a part that is very important. So now they send their users to truex to participate a few times, or if they like, perpetually with us. What we do for the normal user is they deposit, they buy PLS. They deposit PLS. They don't buy a platform token. They deposit PLS in our system. And we have a mechanism where we double their deposit. They receive eventually a 2x. And this is not based on the next user. Why? We can talk later about it, but there are mechanisms in place that are self-sustaining, where we do not require the next user. In fact, we don't require a user after the second, third week anymore anyway, theoretically. It's just more fun. And then we can unfold everything after that time. So what I want to say is, users come from Solana, users come from Base, users come from Tron, from Ethereum, from any chain you can think of. They can come, participate using their community's partner ID. The partner community receives as a community premium allocations that we manage. We manage it until a 1.5x in auto compounding, and the remaining 0.5x up to a 2x, because that's what we do. We're 2xing all the deposits, even though also the premium allocations. So now, every time a miner of the premium allocations has a 1.5x auto compounded of its value, you see 1.5 that already increased compared to what it was a week before or what it was earlier. And then the remaining 0.5 we have exited to the wallet automatically, and we go and market buy their token weekly. And we go and inject it into the claim contract on Solana, Tron, wherever, Ethereum. People can go on our platform and claim their free token of their community. So the benefit is, yeah, they have a dividend income now, because our mechanism will never stop. Even if they stop using our platform, the initial kickstart is enough that their miners will be auto compounded in perpetuum. So it doesn't matter if they use us after 2 months or not. And even if they would stop, we would still manage their premium allocations, and they would still grow over time. So we can basically call this a perpetual intake circuit that we create for them on their home chain. So will they send users to us? That's our job. That's our job in marketing. It's not our job in marketing to ask the individual user, will you please try us with your dust? No. Community, doesn't matter where you are. We help you create intrinsic value of your token. Go to Pump Tires, make a new token, set one up. Have no idea what to do, but you have a community. You have a good name. Don't jeopardize your name. Use our integration amplifier. Tell your community, go half in your token, go half in our platform for a while, create the premium allocation, create that weekly intake circuit for your platform, and you have set up the fourth, there are only three until now, the fourth function of value or of token design in crypto. So that is a cash flow function that we created and that has never existed before. And that is, I hope that can bring a lot of sustainability of, and people can keep their money while they were losing money until here. Yes, everyone makes money. That's nice. Also, we will make money. Our platform will gain prosperity, reputation, all of that. But people, first of all, stop losing that much as before, right? Because now, why should a founder let go? Doesn't matter if a founder lets go right now. If they are holders and they don't sell, they still get their dividends from outside of their platform. Doesn't matter if the token founders are active or not active, if it's a community takeover, it doesn't matter. You are a holder of the token that once interacted with True2X. In 2 years, you still get your tokens that you can claim. So they can never die out. And now the question is, in this competing, daily diluting market of the same economic energy, but we have okay, nothing is stagnant. We also have new users coming to crypto, but basically there is a given amount of economic energy. So where does it go? It goes probably to those tokens that have an actual value and an actual dividend inflow every week. So that's actually the idea. How we believe that we can bring sustainability to the whole industry, and PulseChain can um, can play a very, very important role, because this is the chain for a long time, or this is where we intend for a long time to generate actually the APRs that we need to generate in order to fulfill our announcement. Yeah. So.
Kuya, may I ask a question here?
Mhm,
When you're saying about all these yield things, mining things, all these services that you were mentioning,
mhm,
yeah, how is it done? Like, is there like a middleman in this one? Is like we're doing this in a DeFi, true DeFi way, in which yeah, just you and the contract was you was saying it, the platform that you are making or you're doing, right? The true to X. Is there a platform that will be going in which they will be depositing, and that deposit will be done in a truly decentralized way, in which you guys don't have that capability to rug pull the users. So for the community to understand in which you're using your services or your utility services, right?
mm. First of all, what is a rug pull?
Yeah, indeed. What is a rug pull, brother?
Yeah, what is a rug pull?
Basically, yeah, getting out that money, right? Getting out that liquidity out there, which you cannot, yeah, you cannot sell the token, right? So
Yeah.
basically, yep, indeed.
So what do you do? How do you rock if you don't have a token and you don't have a LP?
All right, cool.
So if you don't have a token and no LP, basically you cannot rock.
Rug pull, indeed,
Yeah.
indeed. So just for the clarification, guys, so there is no rug pulling since true DeFi don't have a token, right? So that is unique. They're just offering services in which you will be depositing. But the question is, when you try to deposit on that address, certain address in a certain AVM, for that matter, on this one Pulse chain, Yeah, where does my pulsing goes? That's the next question, right?
Yes, that is true. Um, so we have built auction house model that basically the auction house helps to coordinate the daily deposits of different users in different amounts, and helps to give every different amount per day and every user its personal accounting weight for whatever they put in. If you put 1 million PLS in, or you put 1 billion PLS in, then that needs to be somehow accounted for, you know. Not in what is important is that we understand that every user who enters at the same day will basically also exit at the same day. So to come back to the question of where does the money go? um, yeah, we learned all from hacks, right? And in fact, for the auction house model, we still have, I think, 4 code lines left from the adoption amplifier. So this is still part of our auction house. We have 80% of every day's deposit volume that is immediately redistributed to every mining PLS that is already in the system. That means someone came in yesterday, deposited a million PLS, and everything, 80% of everyone who comes in today will be redistributed to those people who came in earlier. That is the Ponzi part. Yes. So you have to have a redistribution model somehow, because this it is legit if it's a part of a um, collective organization. So, however, 80% is redistributed to everyone else immediately. 14%, that's a hell of a lot of money. 14%. Imagine 14% of $1 million per day. 14% is 140,000. Okay, I want everyone to get these numbers. If there's a 1 million deposit per day, $140,000 for this math example is being taken and added to a yield producing wallet. We call it the strategic reserve. It's basically a wallet that holds those funds. Tomorrow is another $1 million being deposited in PLS. 14%, another 140,000 is being added. Now do this for 10 days and you have a $1.4 million that your strategic reserve is working with, is producing yield with. We are investing these funds of the strategic reserve in farms that are fully secure. For example, Emmet is one of the destinations. Yes, for everyone who didn't knew it yet, we're gonna release also a farm, the True Farm. But there are also others we are looking at, or we're talking with, and one for sure, but we are not disclosing them yet, where we expect a secure, high yield farming revenue. And that revenue should be above a 200% APR. And in average, we are targeting even a 300%, but I'm not promising any numbers there. Our business model works even with 50% APR that we generate with our strategic reserve. But at the moment, we feel blessed and looking at an average far above 200% APR. So this is where we are putting the funds of these 140,000, 140,000, 140,000, this strategic reserve. This is where we put it in. It produces yield. And that yield is every day being funneled back. The yield, what it generates, is being funneled back into our system and being distributed to everyone who has miners running. Well, that would...
Kuya, may I interject on that one? Let's say
Please.
miners, are you saying like the validators for our community to understand? Or is this like the yield mining on the protocol on True?
Imagine a stake. It's
Okay.
staking. It's
Okay, cool.
basically staking,
So,
but
guys, this is not a validator, right? When I say mining, this is not the validator or the miners who are validating the blocks.
Yeah.
Just for clarification, Kuya. Yes, go
Yes.
ahead, Kuya.
Thank you. No, it's important because actually, the word staking would meet the point better, but we have decided to call it mining because we are not creating new ones, but new ones for you, and it is legally less binding.
Yeah, indeed. But anyway, just for clarification, Kuya, I don't know if you have heard liquid staking. It is
Yeah,
now legal in the States.
yeah. We defined it as
Li-
miners, and it is what
yeah.
it is right now, and we are
Anyway.
good with that.
Okay,
And
cool.
actually, uh, let's keep this for the next conversation. Okay.
For sure.
Anyway,
We could have another conversation in one. We will be having you on your lunch, right? After the lunch, we could have you.
hopefully,
Yeah, hopefully, man.
because our
Ho-
launch, it will not be 5 minutes. The first 5 minutes, the launch will be 24 hours. It's the first
oh,
day, an
first day.
auction day. It
Yeah,
doesn't
man.
matter if you join in the first minute or in the last minute.
All
You
right.
will still have at the end of the day the same price, the same ratio, and the same good chances to ROI at 2x very, very quickly.
Really, huh?
But
So,
let
guys,
me
yeah, indeed. As I
go
was
ahead.
saying, yeah, we have to understand during the early days of Hex, I did came on the second day because yeah, during the first day, people will be coming in, right? And you have like a small chunks on that day of the AA, the adoption amplifier, which was going on for 1 year. But on your end, there is no 1 year. Just a 1 day, or is it like the event going into that one is like perpetual thing that do for our viewers who are listening, for them to understand the you were like talking about the amplifier, right? Maybe you could expand on that one for the viewers who are listening to the stream. Yes, go ahead, Kuya.
First of all, after you subscribe to MacB, you need to join our Telegram. This is where the conversation happens.
Yeah, indeed, I will be putting all the links, guys, so very careful with the scammers
Thank
and
you.
yep, indeed.
Thank you. Thank you. You need to ask a lot of questions because this is a concept that was never invented before we invented it. So everything we are coding is being coded from scratch. Every part of the business logic is developed from scratch. Every part of the technology logic, which modules need to be placed to fulfill everything that we are announcing, that is important to consider. That has never been invented before we did. The coding logic to do that needs to be waterproof also in terms of volume, also in terms of length of the time, depth and width of the process needs to be verified, and we are doing these verifications before we release the product. However,
Kuya,
yeah,
Kaya may I add on that one? You're like having this for 2 years running on the background, right?
yeah,
Just for them to know, man. These guys are doing this, the nitty gritty of things, the ins and out of these things, how this protocol can sustain. Yes, Kuya, go ahead.
full time, 2 years,
Two
full
years,
time,
full time, man. Two
full
years,
time.
yeah, kinda. I was like, are these guys gonna lunch or what?
Yeah,
So I was, yeah. Oh man, but you have to understand, guys. They're putting their faces out there. They're posting their reputation out there. So yeah, man, Kuya, maybe you could expound to them the things that was happening. It is 2 years been running in the background, guys, right? But for me, yeah, indeed, Kuya, go ahead.
I try to make let me now close the circle. Everyone is waiting for one answer. How do they make the 2x happen? How is that even possible? Because it's normally it is a scam. Send me one, I send you two. Okay.
Yeah, indeed, man. Those are the questions you have to ask, man. You send you one and send you two, man. That's
And it
literally, man.
doesn't work.
Doesn't work, indeed. It can collapse over time
Or
if you don't have any users coming in.
it
Literally,
can
it's just
work. It can
bots.
work, but it will not be attractive for users to wait that long. It's easy to announce a 2x, but if you have in the back of your mind, yeah, even if it takes 3 or 4 years, right? That would also be a scam. Not telling the people what you know. And we did many simulations, and if that would be the only feature, the external yield production of the SRE of the strategic reserve, it would not work. It would work, but we would need to have permanently a 200, 300, 400%. But what happens if it goes down to 50% the APR? If the market changes in some way or another? So here comes the thing. When you're building a mechanism what announces a 2x, and you want to look people in the eye and say, yeah, in a reasonable time frame, and you mean it, what do you have to do? You have to bring down your own obligations of the platform average down to short above a 1x. That means for every PLS that comes in, you only need to pay back 1.2, 1.3 PLS, but not 2 PLS. How do you do this? By running system miners, fully decentralized, automated system miners that are partially fed from the strategic reserve at the beginning, especially at the beginning. Another part is there. So now imagine you have a very strong participation of system miners versus user miners. System deposits every day versus or obligations versus user obligations of 2x. Here's 2x expectation, there's a 1x expectation. When they meet, it's not a 2x anymore that you have to pay out in average. You're paying roughly a 1.6, 1.5, 1.4, 1.3 out. That is where it makes sense to talk about the external revenue that we are generating, and that is indeed possible to satisfy them. But there's still one point missing, and the last point that is missing. What happens, and that always happens? What if the deposit volume goes down? No one participates. I just said it. We have system miners. Now we also have perpetually participating partner miners, the integration amplifier miners. Those communities, we are not waiting forever until they are joining, but those who are already joined, we are managing ad infinitum. They are auto compounding every day. The dividends they are receiving, they are auto compounding. They are growing until 1.5x. They are auto compounding. They are growing every day. They contribute to the daily deposit volume. The system miners that are going to 1x, they are contributing every day with the dividends they're receiving, and their compounding is nothing else but a new deposit into the auction house lobby for the next day. So we have basically an ensured high level of deposit volume every day. It might fluctuate at the beginning. We have a bell curve going up, but before it goes down, there is a good chance that it receives basically a plateau phase of users having less participation. Users participate less. On the other hand, our system miners are growing because they're doing what they're doing anyway, and they're growing day by day, even if users becoming less and less and less and less. Why should they become less? Maybe because we have another shiny object on the market. Maybe a new farm that will have promise a higher APR for a few days, and then they come back. So this is also one of the ideas, or one of the things that help to keep the entire mining pool, or the staking pool, lean. That means that whoever is in there normally receives the daily dividends being distributed too. Now, what happens if people say, hey, I have a 1.3x, I have a 1.4x, but the next shiny thing opens and I want to snipe the launch? Yeah, of course, take it. Take your money, get out. No problem. And then come back in or not, whatever. But suddenly the mining pool is so much leaner, but the dividends will still come in. And the dividends, they're coming from 80% of last day's deposit, plus the revenues that the strategic reserve is generating outside of the platform. And that strategic reserve is basically daily growing by 14% of everything that is being deposited every day. So that thing that grows pretty fast, pretty big, and its sheer volume can generate a lot of funds outside the platform. And if that is funneled back every day, together with 80% of previous day's deposits, you do the math.
Yeah, you do the math, brother. You do the math, man. Oh well, it's quite interesting, right? How these things will play out. I think things were mentioned about 1 million deposit in dollars, right? I don't know if you're talking about a forward-looking statement in there when you say 1 million. Is that a forward-looking statement or is this like a probable or scenario for 1 million to be deposited?
First of all, it was a simple calculation example
Cool.
because it's easy to see a 1 million here and then 140,000 would be the 14%, right? Referring to the SRE.
Indeed, indeed. Easy
On the
number,
other,
right?
we have,
Easy.
yeah, we have actually, we have a few measures in place to prevent whales from manipulating the system. And so also for the stability of that, I call it airplane, yeah, right? Or a rocket ship. It needs to have a certain navigation and to prevent it from having a too high deposit volume where future deposits have will possibly struggle to satisfy these early high deposits. We have a few max caps in place, so people cannot even deposit 1 million at the first day. Altogether, we are having right now, I think, um, it should roughly be between 500 and $700,000 with today's PLS prices. That will be the max cap per day, and whatever happens, happens. We are well connected and believe that we are better understood by the day. But eventually, excuse me, um, eventually doing the math, excuse me, doing the math, or following up on the whole thing that I was just explaining, even if there are no users participating anymore, right? We have the system miners that keep on compounding. Then we have the partner miners, which are growing. Even if 0 users is participating, we still have these 2 user groups or miner classes, even internal miners. This gets more and more by the day because the strategic reserve is funneling back daily yield. And 14% of that daily deposit volume goes back to the, even without any user, is going back to the SRE. Is adding to the power of the SRE. The SRE's yield is more, if not measurable by the day, then by the month. Those funds are coming back and hitting basically on top of the already existing deposit volume. So after there's no user anymore in the system, if that ever would be the case, from that moment on, we have a corridor of minimum and maximum, which is both a higher low and a higher high, a higher low and a higher high of deposit volume. So from that moment on, it can only go up. And since nothing goes up forever, we have to build on strategies in the future where we say, how do we keep this all together? But for the meantime, it's basically taking PLS, Pulse Chain, coin off the market. And people can store it responsibly in truex with the expectation of a 2x. If it is 1 time per year at the beginning or 2 times per year, maybe or more often per year for the first year, we don't know yet. Or we are not promising. We have simulations, yes, but let's see what happens.
All right, Kuya. Thanks for that explain. So here in chat, I know I don't know if you know the guy, work for crypto. He said, morning, evening, everyone. Indeed, good
Hello, Neil.
morning over there and evening here. I am here with my Daniel, brother Daniel, Kuya Daniel, right? So, good, thank you for dropping by and saying he's good morning and evening. Indeed,
Good
I think,
evening, Neil. Yeah.
yeah, indeed. Good evening over there. Good evening or good morning on the other side.
Good morning. Good morning. Neil
Good
is
morning.
actually our founder partner and my founder colleague. Definitely.
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, kudos to your brother, brother Neil. Yeah, and yeah, would love to have you also on the stream maybe in the future if you have. Yeah, maybe we could set up a on Pulse TV, Pulse Asian TV, in which we reach out to builders, to founders, practically anyone under the sun. They have a story to tell, and we are more inclined really in talking to builders in which they're bringing something on the table. But practically anything under the sun, this is your show in which we put you front and center of your story. And yeah, and we want to hear your story, your what you're building, and we want to reach out to other community. As a Pulsican, we don't have to have our echo chamber talking to just to Neil, just talking to Daniel. We have to reach out to other communities and build as one crypto community, not just a blockchain, not just a maxi in a certain blockchain, right? So there are guys who are building like the guys from from truDeFi. They have this protocol which is Tru2x. And Neil is saying also by the way here, morning for us. Indeed, morning. And he said, sure thing. I'm glad to come on. And some, yeah, indeed, man. IRL work today. Indeed, in real life. Yeah, we will. That would be such a pleasure, brother. And yeah, definitely in the future, will be just a glad to have you on stream and talk to you. Really, I know you have these video tutorials that they're doing on your YouTube channel. Indeed, Kuya, I have something to add on that one in which before we end the stream for people to saan po kayo makikita? Where they can find you on your sock meds, right?
Yeah. First of all, um, before we launch, we are not live with the website. We are going live with the website and UI actually at the same time at launch. And for now, Telegram. It is important to join us on Telegram. There are daily good conversations. There are updates. There's so much information going on. There are no dumb questions. Everyone will have to wrap their mind around a new concept. A cool, clean concept, but it still needs to be understood. It's not complicated, but it requires to be understood. So, why should you put money into something where where you cannot follow the logic behind it, right? So that is one thing. You can find us there and on Telegram. The link is, I'm sure it's in the description. Yeah, somewhere there. However, keep us on your screen, not because we are asking you to, but because you're gonna see it left and right coming in. You're gonna see the hits after our launch from everyone you know or every other person that you know, because people gonna use us, and then you don't want to be left behind. So I don't want to build a pressure on you. I don't, we are not in this typical token pressure. Be the first. We just recommend it. Wrap your freaking mind around what's going on here, because I'm not talking alone about post-chain here. Everyone who was here at the beginning of the stream and who understood the implications, how we are collaborating with every token community outside of post-chain and providing a very valuable product, in fact value, that we are providing. The basic source of survival as a token. These communities will come to us. They will come from outside of post-chain. Maybe they find other protocols equally or even more interesting than us. Who knows? But they will have to come here first. They have to come buy PLS, deposit PLS into Tru2x, and from then on, they will, they look left and right what's going on here, and some like it and some don't, and that's fine as it is. But actually our next job needs to be, and this is something I want to appeal, and I hope every YouTuber is listening to this right now, every Pulse Chain YouTuber. What we need to do is we need much more information or comprehensive information how to on-ramp people to Pulse Chain. It is so hard to bring people, especially no coiners, over here. Yes, Crypto Coffee did some explainers. Maybe you did some. Maybe others did some. There's so much effort being done in the past, maybe a year ago, but it's already, it needs to be updated. We need new on ramping opportunities and practical for everyone. You're doing a great job here for the Philippines, but the world is large. How do you on ramp people? I'm in spaces every day with Web3 people from all over the world. They ask me, all right, you don't sound like a fundamentalist or like a chain Nazi. We want to join you there. How do we get there?
Chain Nazi. Chain Nazi. That's a new term, right? I think you coined the term Chain Nazi.
Excuse my French, okay? We
All right.
want to join you there.
Yeah.
We want to join you. You want to see what's going on there. However, how do we get there? How do we get there? And then, yeah, let's sit down. We need maybe an hour. Take a pen and piece of paper, and then we go through it one by one, by one, by one, by one, until we have a bridge that works all the time but looks like you don't want to trust it, has a weird name. And I'm not talking about the post-chain bridge, because the post-chain bridge doesn't work all the time. So what other bridges can you take? What is the... Yes, Midgard is out there right now. Good. So we have a block explorer, but what are the opportunities for the infrastructure? How to get in, out in minutes? Yes, there is Hyperlane now. Very
Hyperlane.
interesting.
We have also Liberty Swap.
Yeah, well, you can. Where can you bridge out to? Not to Ethereum,
Yep.
all
Indeed.
right? So
With Liberty Swap, are you asking about Liberty Swap?
yeah, Liberty Swap. You cannot bridge out to Ethereum
They have now, actually. They have now.
now. Suddenly,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
They have upgraded there now. But anyway, guys. Yeah. Yes, you were saying.
No,
Go
I'm,
ahead.
I'm I'm just saying these information need to be updated, because this is crucial. Yesterday, Crypto Coffee had something. Sorry, I'm referring to another YouTuber, but that's our field, right? He was referring, guys, you need to do more marketing. You can have great products, but if nobody knows about it, yeah. Now we do the marketing. Now, please, everyone should be talking about, this is the infrastructure that we have, that you guys even find over here. We have the products, we do the marketing. Please, we need to have someone who puts all the best opportunities for on ramping together and pave the way as smooth as possible, that we can refer to you, to others that are basically putting it all together in a comprehensive way. Because we have products here on PostChain. It's not only us, but there's also people who will build on top of us, right?
Yeah, indeed. You were saying the friction really of moving from fiat into crypto is just so hard, man. So that is the topic of that. Yeah, literally just so hard. But yet again, you have to understand also on a different perspective that is still early. The opportunity, as Daniel was saying, the opportunity of a lifetime is there for price appreciation, to position yourself, to have this kind of a freedom, right, in money, in doing transaction, in which we're doing some Pulse Chain is doing a lot of things, right? Hex is trying to replace time deposit. We have all this we have these different decentralized apps out there that can literally just a matter of people using it, and people really don't know what it is, right? And basically moving from fiat or from TradFi or from the digital from the analog into the digital, have all this friction, right? And as you can see, it's still early, but yet again, all the opportunities are there. So guys, we will look this video maybe 10 years from now, and we'll be talking, yeah, that was us telling about people, telling the opportunity, right? And which we can do all these things on on opportunity of a lifetime. This literally 1990s of the internet, right?
Yes.
Just for the
Yes.
easy understanding of people.
Yes.
And yeah, you just imagine the I think it was with Steve Jobs, with their, that the guy who put like around how many dollars and sell it on early for his
Yeah.
shares. Like
Yeah.
literally that was happening. I think, guys, it's still early, and these guys like Daniel, Neil, on Tetra Labs, the truDeFi team, they stand TRU without an E. TRU stands for transparency, responsibility, and utility. So they're offering the utility. They were talking to us a while ago the different mechanics, right? And part, I think, of the mechanics that you didn't mention is the referral system. Do you have still that referral system? It is in the white paper. You didn't expand on that one. Just asking you if you could answer that one.
Sure, sure. Um, I cannot think of another referral system since Hex that might receive equal attention like ours. Um, I know that the Hex referral system was very successful as a tool to onboard more people and also to inform more people. Because, as I said, we will we need 2 weeks. We want 2 weeks of organic deposits, and from then on, we are self-sustainable, right?
2 weeks, 2 weeks, no more 2 more weeks.
No, the point is, people need to know about this,
Yeah, I did, brother. I did.
right? Because once they are in this in true tracks in this product, they can securely store their PLS. They can do something for the community. They are not jeopardizing it in trading. I don't even want to call it trading, because usually people, they call it trading because they're buying and selling, but it's trading has implies that there's some kind of success rate, okay? And usually people, why are making top traders gains? Because they are harvesting from all the noobs,
Yeah, indeed. There are
right?
losers and yep, indeed. It's a zero sum game, right? You're just
So
trading.
our referral system is 10% for the referrer and 5% for the referred person. So if you're using a referral link of someone else or of a community, for example, you're also receiving 5%. Just on top of your deposit, you receive 5% bonus just for using a link. And referrers, if you're referring someone, you get 10% of their deposits, basically. So now imagine you're getting 10% of someone. Should we talk in PLS or in peso? Someone deposits, let's say, 10 million PLS. All right. You thought pesos, right? Okay. 10 million PLS. All right. What does it mean? You're basically receiving 1 million PLS in
in
bonus.
in bonus, indeed.
But that's not entirely correct.
Why?
You receive 10% of the accounting weight of the 10 million. That 10% will be, you receive this as a miner yourself. So what you can do is you deploy this as a miner, and you're taking the process to 2x even your referral bonus. That means your 10%, your 1 million bonus, become basically 20 million, 2 million. So that is actually the point, that the referral bonus can also be shared. So from your referral section, you have a card, referral card, there's your entire referral bonus. You can send it to anyone and basically reduce your own total earnings. But you can, for example, you can make videos and say, hello, you get 5% and I give you another 5% on top. This is at least what I observed in all the other successful referral programs. We have these opportunities. You can send your referral accounting weights around from user to user if you want. Basically, our referral system lasts for 45 days. After that, to protect the platform of dilution of these shares, because we are minting these referral bonuses on top of the daily emission. So to protect the platform, the referral bonus ends after 45 days. Doesn't sound appealing. It is appealing. Why? Because The second protocol after the PLS might be a PLSX. It might be directly a BNB. It might be ETH on PulseChain, wrapped Ethereum.
Rep Ethereum,
It
indeed.
might be a Solana product. It might be a base. However, I don't know what the next is yet because we have to obey the market conditions that we observe until then. But after the second protocol, at least 10 more will follow in a distance where users that participate in one referral system or in one tokens referral bonus program, they are having or keeping their universal referral URL and referral ID, and this will be valid for all the following protocols. That means if you do the effort of making a video once, you can apply the same video,
On
the
the
same
other
effort for all the following
video.
protocols.
Okay.
Yes, so the
Indeed.
second program might take maybe 3 months. We have to do a lot of optimizations after the launch. We have to do a lot of things. We set up infrastructure adjustments and grow. Actually, we have to do a lot of polishing after the launch. However, after 3 to 6 months, the second protocol will roll out, and from then on, um, usually after 4 to 6 weeks, another protocol will come out
All
on
right.
on the different chains. Yes.
Oh man, I think it is worth noting that yeah, it's something to look forward into and something to be excited about back on Pulse Chain with the referral system and all these mechanisms that they are doing, guys. Again, guys, I have this link in here in which you can scan the QR code for truDeFi, and they're also let me share this one on X, and I'll be posting all the links after the stream. By the way, Daniel, we have put also all the link on our YouTube channel, but definitely I will be putting all the links that was mentioned here, like Emit Farm, and also I will be posting on Sockman, and anyone that will be messaging you, DMing you, asking for God or man, God forsaken you, do not give your seed words or private keys to anyone, and definitely those are scammers, literally, guys. So careful out there. We're going to the bull market, and I think it's just timely for also for truDeFi to launch. Let's go, man. It's worth noting. I'm kind of excited in
Yes.
this one, how things are
Yes.
working. And oh
Yes.
man, I'm just literally just hype up. I'm kind of mixed emotions in here, and definitely it's something to look forward into. And definitely you guys should come on the stream during or maybe after the live during after the live, right, of the protocol. I know you guys will be busy doing all the stuff, monitoring if there's no problem with the launch, but definitely, guys, you're coming back. Daniel with Neil and everyone from the team, kudos to you who are working in the background, who are bringing something on the table for Pulse Chain to thrive now and in the future. We are a
Okay.
true chain, a true decentralized chain. And Kuya Daniel, let me share this one before we end. I know you have a video. Let me do this. I think I cannot do the outro. This one. I know anything. Any before we end the stream, maybe you have something to say for the community, to the team that you are in with the truDeFi team.
Neil was mentioned. Neil was here. Executioner is board member. I want to mention him and greet him. Shout out to him. Um, I'm very very happy that we're working with Executioner. Um, what McVie just said is absolutely right. There is no token. I want to reiterate this. There is no token. There is no token ticker symbol, whatever of T2X, P2X, True2X, truDeFi. Nothing of this kind. Our board, our team, myself, we are busy and productive every day, so hardly grinding on bringing this thing out of this product out the door. We don't even have time to message anyone to ask for your collaboration or if are you available. These typical lines. No, it's not us. If you think it's Jukin Rider, at Jukin Rider, my handle, look again, check again. If necessary, contact me via the group chat of truDeFi IO. contact me in the chat. Did you just reach out to me? Please do not fall for these old imposters, scams, whatever. The closer we get to the launch, the harder it gets, and the more CAs will pop up with our tickers. Please be careful. Don't let allow anyone to get your butter from the bread, as we say in Germany. So
All right, indeed, kuya. Here's the kuya. There in your that's true2x. That's at true underscore p2x, guys. On definitely come on gram. Ask question, guys. Again, there's no stupid question. You have to wrap it in your head. All these things that they're doing. This will be like a should I say, launch of different protocols on top of true2x. So definitely, kuya, I'm very thankful again for the time. Kuya meaning big brother, for having this time with me and having this conversation. I know you're busy. I know you're not feeling well. You don't have any power supply there. I feel you, brother. Again, thank
all
you
good.
very much, guys, for watching. And kuya,
Thank
again.
you.
Again, thank you po. This is your man, Macbi Crypto. This is Pulse Asian TV. And of course, my host, shout out to, he did mention here in chat, sabi niya, let's fucking go. He's in China right now. FSG. Let's AsianOnPulse. Shout out to the host and my co-host, of course, AsianOnTV. We're doing this in the background. This is a platform for all people who are in crypto. If you have made it, you have been whatever story you wanted to share, this is your platform. Again, guys, this is your man, Macbi Crypto. Good evening. Bye-bye, kuya.
Thank you.
Standing in these chains, the old dreams fade. truDeFi lights the way, we break out unafraid. No kings, no locks, just code and the crowd. Our speech is freedom, we say it out loud. Auction bids ignite as PLS flows in streams. P2X double down, compounding those dreams. Decentralized power, no rug in this game. Legacies unlocked, we're changing the name. Censorship, corruption, rejected outright. truDeFi leads as we code in tonight. Meta bridges burn as the future unfolds. P2X is the pulse, truDeFi pure gold. Code is speech, truDeFi defines. Unlock the pulse as the P2X climbs. No gatekeepers now, just freedom refined. Decentralized hope for all humankind. Crypto can gather hearts in the crowd.